Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Gurave Sarva Lokanam Vishay Bhaloginam Nitay Sarva Vidyanam Shri Dakshina Mutaye Namaha. Namaskaram. My name is Kirtivasan Sunder and I want to talk about the Chamakam. So what is the Chamakam? The Chamakam is a profound ancient text from the Krishna Yajurveda. You can think of the Vedic scriptures as a massive architectural structure, often visualized as a flaming bird. The Chamakam sits at the very heart of this structure, while its companion hymn, the Namakam, is about neutralizing our ego and surrendering to the divine. The Chamakam, on the other hand, is the opposite. It is a request. The phrase Chame means and to me. It lists requests for everything from the air we breathe to the stability of our society, teaching us that asking for abundance isn't wrong. It is necessary for our sustaining the universe. To understand this prayer, we must understand who we're talking to. The deity here is Rudra, a form of Shiva. In the early Vedic view, Rudra represents the unpredictable, terrifying power of nature, the storm and the lightning. He is Gora, or terrible. But the genius of this ritual that it transforms him. By acknowledging his power, we turn that terrifying heat into Agora, the peaceful, auspicious energy we call Shiva. Think of it like electricity. Uncontrolled, it burns. Channeled, it powers our lives. Once we have pacified this energy, we are ready to receive it. This is perhaps the most important philosophical concept in the text, Yoga Kshema. You might know yoga as a physical exercise, but in this context, it means acquiring what you don't have yet. Shema means protecting what you already possess. The Chamakam brilliantly asks for both. It's useless to gain wealth if you lose it the next day, and it's useless to be safe if you are stagnant. This text rejects the idea that poverty is spiritual. It argues that to meditate, you need to be healthy. To study, you need to have a sharp mind. We ask for resources not for greed, but to have a stable platform for spiritual growth. The chanting culminates in the Vasodhara ritual, which translates to the stream of wealth. During this act, a continuous, unbroken stream of ghee is poured into the Homakunda, while the shloka is recited. This visualizes the uninterrupted flow of life, breath, and the resources we desire. It is a flow state ritual designed to physically connect human desire with the cosmic order. Now, I want to talk about the actual Chamakam text. The slokam begins by building the individual. It asks for vaja, which is food, but also immediately follows it with prasava, the vital fire required to digest and produce energy. It lists the pranas, or vital airs, requesting that our metabolism be balanced. Once the biological instrument, our human body, is ready, the text shifts to power. It asks for manu, not uncontrolled rage, but the righteous wrath, for spiritedness required to fight injustice. Finally, in the third Anuvakam, we see a sophisticated economic view. We ask for vitam, we ask for vitam and vedium, that is, preservation of past wealth and the acquisition of future wealth. It establishes that our economic life must be grounded in samvit, or mutual understanding and social harmony. This section bridges human society with the elemental world. In the fourth Anuvakam, the text emphasizes sagadi and sapati, the acts of communal eating and drinking. It is a recognition that sharing food, especially sacred substances like kirtam, ghee, and madhu, honey, is what binds a community together. Then, in Anuvakam 5, we encounter a fascinating list of metallurgical items. We ask for hiranyam, gold, loham, copper, and sisam, lead. By invoking Agni, fire, and Apa, water along these materials, the slokam suggests that metallurgy, agriculture, and industry are not mundane tasks, but spiritual interactions with the body of divine earth, and these must be taken seriously, and we should not overuse these gifts that have been given to us and use them responsibly to build our society. In the sixth Anuvakam, the slokam offers a profound insight into Vedic psychology by using a dyadic structure. It realizes that divine attributes cannot function in isolation, they require executive force. Therefore, it pairs Indra, the king of gods, and the force of will Icha Shakti with every other deity. We chant to Agni and Indra to combine vision with power. We chant to Saraswati and Indra because Saraswati's knowledge is fragile without Indra's strength. We invoke Varuna, cosmic law, and Mitra, harmony, alongside Indra to ensure that our laws and friendships have the power to sustain themselves. Finally, in the seventh Anuvakam all the way to the ninth, we turn to the ritual itself, blessing the grahas, the vessels for soma, and the vedi, the surroundings, ensuring that the instrument of the sacrifice is as holy as the intention behind it. The last section of the slokam moves from the biological to the abstract. The tenth Anuvakam is deeply concerned with fertility. It lists every stage of cattle maturity, from Vatsa, the calf, to Rishabha, the mature bull, using these as metrics for a growing economy. It also prays for Garbha, the safety of the womb. But the final Anuvakam transcends the physical entirely. It creates a sonic ladder of numbers. It chants the odd numbers up to 33, Traya Stimsat, symbolizing the 33 spheres of divine cosmic forces or the 33 Koti Devatas, and the even numbers up to 48, representing material expansion. It is a mathematical mantra that connects our finite requests back to the infinite nature of the Creator, Prajapati. In some interpretations, these numbers represent DNA and the equation n plus 1 all squared minus n squared, n referring to the index of these numbers. To conclude, Chamakam is much more than a prayer. It is a complete design for living. It starts with the belly and the breath, builds a society and economy, master the material world, and finally rises to cosmic mathematics. By chanting this, the devotee stops being a beggar. We become co creators. We assert that we have a right to this abundance, not for selfish enjoyment, but to use responsibly so that we have the fuel to keep the fires of life and culture burning. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the short talk about the Chamakam.